What's up, Steelers Nation? You know what time it is, man. We are in the heart of prospects, combine officially ending, and now we get a chance to really deep dive in, start to go back and look at some of the guys who performed well in the combine, or some of the guys who received a lot more buzz during the combine, and go back and check the tape, look at them a little bit more to see why they are either climbing up or falling down some of these draft boards. So you already know, hit that like button because you know how we doing it, all right? And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? Like, literally, what are you waiting on? Stop wasting time, all right? But today, man, we're going to talk Graham Barton, the left tackle out of Duke. Now, when you're talking Graham, 3-year starter at left tackle, also played center his his freshman year at Duke. But the thing with Graham is this, man. When you're watching him on tape, you're going to see him at left tackle, and I think he does a really good job at left tackle. You can see he has nice footwork, does a good job in terms of keeping his head out of blocks, fundamentally sound in that vein. Really good job with his hands in terms of, getting them inside to the chest plate, and ultimately doing a good job with his punch. Has a good frame on him, 6'5", about 315, 320. So I definitely like that. Also, when you watch him, in terms of run in the run game, man, he will finish on you, man. A physical blocker, guy that plays with a ton of effort. Also, obviously we like that a lot, but he does all of those type of things, and those are the type of characteristics that you want in an offensive lineman. He has that nastiness also, which, like I said, man, is a defining characteristic for me. Can move well in space. You see him climb to the second level a good amount, has a nice comfortability there. I think he has the ability to pull without any type of issues also. So when you're looking at Graham, initially not a ton that you don't like, but in terms of what he did struggle with at left tackle, speed. That was the big knock, right? You watch some of these guys be able to get the edge on him. He does a good job in terms of recovering. He does a good job with his effort to fight guys and push them by, or ultimately finish in a position where the defender could not affect the play. But you still have some concerns with him if he's playing exclusively at left tackle at the NFL level because of that, and because of just the type of speed rushers that he would have to deal with. Now, one of the games that kind of gave me mixed feelings about him at left tackle was watching him versus Florida State. We know Jared versus a pass rusher, man, that a lot of people are talking about because of his burst, because of his ability to get after the quarterback. And yeah, you saw him in that matchup, and at times Graham was getting the better of Jared, and it looked good. Then there were other times where you could see that speed, that athleticism in space kind of put Graham at a little bit of a compromising position. So, I definitely get that. But the big thing when you're talking Graham is a lot of the analysts, a lot of the draft people are projecting him inside, going back to center, where he started his first 5 games as a freshman. And for me, I can see it, and I can 100% understand why. The body type is great. If you want to put him inside, he'll be on the bigger side. But the athleticism is there. The way that he blocks, the way that he overall moves in space, it looks perfect for a guard center type. For me, man, I understand the center correlation because that's the previous position that he did play prior to moving to left tackle. But to me, man, I love the positional flexibility. You're getting a guy that, if we were to take him, you get a guy that does have experience playing center. It's not like he never played it at all. He has played it before. That was where he initially got his start at. He also has guard background. Coming out of high school, he was a higher end recruit as a guard, all right? So he's going to have some of that ability to kick inside and feel comfortable, because that is technically what he was more accustomed to prior to going to Duke. But at the same time, there is never a bad thing, when you're talking about a guy that could play multiple spots like how Graham can. I think that in a situation, he could come in here and be your starter at center. I think the big question would just be how quickly he gets back up to speed with his snapping. Very similar to the conversations that we're having as it pertains to James Daniels, right? James Daniels, we know he played center before, but he's been playing guard the past couple of seasons with us exclusively. How long would it take him to get back up to speed if he were to move back? But with Graham, that's one of the things that I could see. But also, man, you got the chance to play him at guard also. So say you bring in somebody different at center, whether that be via free agency, you got a guy that can kick out there to either guard spot along with giving you some tackle action as well. So for me, man, Graham is definitely one of those guys that is intriguing. And like I said, I understand why teams are liking him. And when they're just talking, the big three centers, right? Jackson Powers Johnson is the main name, and then from there we know Zach Frazier's another guy. But in terms of Graham Barton, people like him more than they're liking Cedric Van Pran out of Georgia as well, man. So like I said, very interesting. But you guys let me know your thoughts on Graham Barton, and whether you're liking him at tackle, or if you're kicking him in there to that center position, like I said, a lot of people are talking about and stuff like that right now, man. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And if there's another prospect that you got on your mind, drop it in the comment section. I'm going to check them out. But I appreciate you. And until next time, baby, peace.